Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about all of your stateroom options on the Adventure of the Seas, right after this. Hey everybody, John here for Bite Size Cruises. Welcome back to our channel. If it is your first time here, we'd love for you to subscribe and check out more of our videos. We're just a small travel agency, tries to provide you some great information on all the different ships, the cruise lines, different staterooms, itineraries, ports, all kinds of things. So if you like this video, please like it. If you would like to come along with us, come on and subscribe. So today we're going to talk about all of your different stateroom options on Adventure of the Seas. Now keep in mind when you book a cruise, there are kind of infinite amount of different variations. So on this particular ship, there are about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's like 30 or some categories of different staterooms. And all of those different categories have different meanings. So some of them are rooms that are on the outer part of the ship. Some of them are rooms that are midship. Some of them are specific decks. Some of them hold a certain amount of people. So we're going to kind of go into some of those little things, but basically we're going to talk about the different categories of stateroom as far as, are they inside cabin? Do they have a specific view? Those type of different things. We'll talk about that a little bit. First thing we're going to talk about is guaranteed staterooms. If you don't know what a guaranteed stateroom is, it just means that you don't get to pick your cabin. Usually if you call your travel agent or Royal Caribbean or whoever you're booking through, you can pick a cabin. You could say, I want to be in room 10356, right? On deck 10 in room 356. I like it because it's like 10 feet away from the stairs, but not too close. And then it's not below the pool or it's not right above the nightclub, right? So you kind of look around at those different things. Guaranteed cabin just means that Royal Caribbean will pick your cabin for you. They'll give you that a few days before. You don't really have any choice. So that generally does tend to be cheaper. It's the cheapest way to cruise. So keep that in mind. It's just an option that you have. So with that said, you can get a guaranteed inside cabin. And that inside cabin, all of the interior cabins are generally going to be about the same size. They're about 8.5 feet by 17.5 feet. So, on your inside cabin, they're small. You can do a configuration in most rooms where you have the bed together, or they split if it's together in an interior cabin or an Oceanview, it's going to be a queen. Otherwise, they will split it together into 2 little single beds with a night table in between. If you have 3 or 4 people in that room, generally there's going to be pull-down beds that come down from the wall. There's really not enough room in the stateroom to have like a pull-out sofa. You will see that as we go up to balconies and different things like that. But for this, they're generally going to be the fold-down beds. And in your interior room, that's all you have. You have a little vanity. You might have a chair in there, and then you have a bathroom and closets. That's it. So those are the interior cabins. There are several categories of interior cabins. You have studio interior cabins, which are just for one person. So you have the guaranteed, then you have the studio, and then you have 4V, 2V, 3V, 1V. So those are your standard interior cabins. They're just on placement and whether they can hold 1, 2, 3, or 4 people, right? That's it. So then we have a promenade view interior, which obviously is going to look out at the promenade, which is actually kind of cool. You have some type of a window. So if you want an inside cabin because they're cheaper, but you want to have a little window or something so you don't get claustrophobic, that's a great one to pick. And then the only other category of interior on Adventure is a connecting promenade, which means you would have connecting interior cabins that look on the promenade. That's it. So if you have 2 families or you have a larger family and you want to book 2 rooms, that's where you're at. Next up, we have a guaranteed Oceanview. Same thing, right? You're not going to get a chance to pick your cabin. Royal Caribbean's going to pick that for you. Then we have a few Oceanview ones. So you're going to have a 4N, a 2N, a 3N, and a 1N. Again, these are just positions on the ship or whether or not they hold more than 2 guests. So if somebody says, well, you wanted this 2N, but you have to book a 1N because that's the one that holds more people, just so you're aware. Then there is a 4M, which is a spacious Oceanview. Let me give you the sizes of the Oceanview just so you have them. The Oceanview is just a foot longer than the interior. So the regular Oceanview is going to be 8.5 by 18.5, and you're going to have a window. Some of those are like the portals. Some of those are like a regular window that you would see in like a building, right? One of the questions I think I get asked a lot too is, I don't want to be below the water. They are not, no one is below the water. No guests are allowed to be below the water line, just so you know. Even if you're an inside cabin on deck 1, that is not below the water line, just so you're aware. So those Oceanview cabins, just a foot longer, same width as the interior cabins. Then when you get up to the spacious Oceanview, you're going to get a little more space. You're going to get 8.5, so same width, by 20.5. So those are going to be rooms that are going to have your, some of them are going to have a king that'll convert into a king bed. And you also have a double sofa bed. So the spacious interior can hold 4 guests, which is really nice. They are on deck 6, 7, and 9, just so you're aware. Then that is that specific spacious Oceanview. And then you have a couple other ones. So there are some interesting ones. There's a 1L, which is a spacious panoramic Oceanview, which means you have floor to ceiling windows, which is really nice. You have the stateroom is a little bit bigger. It holds 4, same thing, right? It's only on deck 12, and the room's about a little over 200 square feet, which is a pretty good size room. So it's going to be about 20 by 10, right? So you get a little more room there, and you get the floor to ceiling windows, which is also really nice. Again, it gives you that kind of feeling of being on a balcony, even though you don't have a balcony. So that's the spacious panoramic Oceanview overview. Come on, John. And then you have an ultra spacious Oceanview. And most of these rooms, there's only a few of them on the ship. This one's pretty big. It is 13 feet wide, which is really nice, by 21 feet. So it's a pretty big room. Same thing. This one has the king bed. You could split it into 2. You have a double sofa bed and then beds that come down off the wall. So you could sleep up to 6 guests in this room. It is the largest of the interior or Oceanview, just so you're aware. That's a great one if you have a family that you want to have in that room. And that is, again, going to be the 1K ultra spacious Oceanview. Then we jump right to balcony. You can, of course, do your guaranteed balcony, which Royal Caribbean will pick for you. Or you could do 4D, 2D, 5D. The only difference between those is position on the ship. 4D is going to be out. 2D is going to be in towards the midship. And then 5D is going to give you the chance to have more guests in the room. So let's go through these really quick. The 4D is 8 feet by 20 feet. And you have a 50 square foot balcony, just about. Same thing. This holds up to 3 guests in the 4D. So you could do up to 3 people in those. And then in the 2D, you're going to get 8 feet by 20 feet. Same thing, same size balcony. Everything else is the same. Holds up to 3 guests as well. Again, this is just going to be a better location, hypothetically better. If you like midship, which most people consider that a better location, it costs a little more money. I'm pretty agnostic to where I am on the ship. The next one up is the 5D, same size room, right? And this one, again, holds up to 3 guests. Everything else is exactly the same on that one. Just a little more expensive and on premium decks 6, 7, and 8. Just so you're aware. Then we're going to jump up into your connecting Oceanview balconies. They're the same size. They're just rooms that connect. Then you have your spacious Oceanview balcony, which is a 4B and a 2B. Same thing, positioning. This one's going to be 21 feet by 9 feet. So a little bit different, a little bit bigger, same size balcony. And this one can hold up to 4 guests. So this is going to get you from 3 to 4 in these little higher categories here. The 2B is same thing, 21 by almost 9. Same thing, 4 guests. It's going to be a better position, again, hypothetically, depending on what you like. And then there is a 3B, same size. 4 guests as well, only on 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So again, it's just going to be kind of like where the cabins are on the ship, but just so you have a good idea. And then there's the 1B, which is, again, same size, only on deck 9, holds up to 4 guests. So it's just categories based on where your cabin is located a lot of the times. Then we jump up to a guaranteed suite. I would definitely not do a guaranteed suite. I would want to, if I'm paying that kind of money, I want to pick where I'm going to be, but you can certainly do that. Next up is a junior suite. There are two types of junior suites, the J4 and the J3. Again, positioning. These are 13 feet by 21 feet. You have a slightly larger balcony, which is going to be 70 square feet. And these hold up to 4 guests. Very similar configuration, where you can do the king bed, a double sofa bed, and then one Pullman bed that does come down from the wall if you need them in those junior suites. And then you're going to have the VP, which is the Oceanview panoramic suite. So there's no balcony on this. It is a suite with no balcony. And this is a 400 square foot room. So it's basically 20 by 20. And you are going to be able to put, it's a stateroom. This one's pretty cool. It's got bunk beds in it. It's got a living room with a double sofa bed, a vanity, and sitting area. It's got 1.5 bathrooms with a shower. And then it's got floor to ceiling wraparound panoramic windows. That's a really nice suite. It gives you a lot more room and a little bit like a nicer option if you're bringing your family with you, but you don't want to really splurge on one of the big suites. Next up is your grand suite, 1 bedroom. That's a GS suite. That one is 18 feet by 21 feet. Your balcony is almost 100 square feet, so you're getting into much bigger balconies here. And this one sleeps up to 3 guests. Very nice. And this is going to have a twin beds that converted to the Royal King and a sofa bed. It also has a private balcony, a seating area, and a whirlpool, 1 bathroom with a tub. So if you have a child and a tub's important to you, there's your option there for having that. There's a grand suite with 2 bedrooms. So that's going to be 30 feet by 20 feet. These are getting into very large rooms. 234 square foot balcony, which is awesome. And then this one's going to sleep a lot more people. Obviously, it's 600 square feet. You have 2 actual bedrooms. You have 2 actual bathrooms, which is really, really nice. One of those bathrooms has a tub. One of them has a shower. Again, if you have kids and a tub's important, there you go. Next up, there's only a few left. We have the owner suite, which is a 1 bedroom. This one is 22 feet by 21 feet with a smaller balcony of only 70 square feet. And this one only sleeps 2 guests, bathroom, vanity, obviously a bedroom, and your private balcony. So pretty straightforward there. It's just a large room. It's just a much bigger room. And then you're going to get on this ship, you only have 1 royal suite, and that's a royal suite with a balcony. This room is huge. It's 50 feet by 22 feet. The balcony is almost 200 square feet. That is large. So this one's going to have a king bed, a double sofa bed. You have your big balcony with a whirlpool, 1 bathroom with a tub, 2 vanities, and you even get a bidet. How lovely is that? And this room is going to be 1,100 square feet, roughly the size of a nice size apartment. So that's a very big room. Those are your stateroom options on Adventure of the Seas. Do you have a favorite room that you stay in? Do you have any questions about the different staterooms or the different types of categories? I can list them all out for you too as well. That one is a RS. The owner suite is an OS. So there's all this insider jargon that you really don't need to know, but it's good to know so that when you get your room assignment, you could say, oh, I'm in a 4D. That must mean I'm in the middle of the ship and I have a nice balcony. So those are just some of the room options there for you on Adventure of the Seas. Thanks so much for watching our video. We really appreciate it. And we will start getting into our reviews tomorrow of Adventure of the Seas. So join us then, and we'll see you all soon. Thanks so much. Have a great night. Bye.